You need to build a loyalty base. You need to build a position in the market. In the case of a retail business, it's a lot of hours.
Matt Sturmer, owner of Oil and Vinegar at Bellevue Square, didn't begin his career in retail.
I spent 15 years at Nike. I was a CPA prior to that. And the last 7 years of my stint at Nike were in Europe, which is where I saw Oil and Vinegar. When I was there as an expat, I walked by, and like many people that come by the store here, how can you have a store that's only oil and vinegar? Salad dressing, right? What really attracted me was the experience. The staff were very knowledgeable. They helped me put together a gift that I gave to a friend, and that was really what sunk in and what nugget I remembered. 5 years later, I decided that it was time to leave Nike and go out and follow my entrepreneurial dream. And ultimately, the uniqueness and the experience that the concept in general brings was intriguing, and something that I thought, no way could this go wrong in the U.S.
While Oil and Vinegar was new to the U.S., Matt's understanding and belief in the brand, coupled with the education he received working at Nike, strengthened his confidence.
What I really took away from my experience there was the brand is something you protect to no end, so it's your biggest asset. The brand also represents, for the consumer, an experience and a personal connection, which at Nike we went to great lengths to facilitate and solidify that personal connection with the brand. One thing I learned is that you can never get your brand in front of a consumer enough.
Before Matt could begin to market his brand, he first needed to clearly identify his brand's customer proposition.
The concept in general is a gift proposition. So we call ourselves the Oil and Vinegar, the culinary gift shop. It all revolves around, which is actually our marketing slogan as well, and that's being passionate about taste. The M4 wall is essentially the focal point of the store, and ultimately that's where the experience culminates. We have over 50 different oils and vinegars that we import directly from small estates, and it's on tap. Essentially, that's where everybody's able to see the product. You see the different textures of the oils and vinegars, the colorations. We tell a story behind that with each one, and ultimately the person is allowed to taste the product. The adventure is just trying new things. I mean, we have white truffle balsamic vinegar. Not too many people have tried it. And we have a date balsamic cream. There's lots of unique flavors that are coming from the Mediterranean, and many people here in the U.S. have probably not tasted them. And so that's really the kind of the core of the experience, is the ability to taste something, to get some interesting recommendations on how to use it, and then ultimately have it packaged as a nice gift. What happens is that people receive the product as a gift, and they fall in love with it, and then now they're a daily use customer.
But Matt doesn't just rely on gift giving to introduce his brand to prospective customers.
Sometimes in the store we'll do events where we bring in a chef, we'll use some of our own staff. We have an Italian lady who is a fantastic cook, and she shows people how to make homemade pasta. And so we'll do demonstrations in store and let people taste it, and it ultimately is an interesting segue to a purchase. We also get outside of the four walls of Bellevue Square and go to wine and food festivals. We taste the product there. Ultimately, we reach new consumers through that.
Quality in the product and the experience. By focusing on these core brand assets, Oil and Vinegar was able to weather the Great Recession and grow.
For us, yes, we had a little bit of a decline during the tough years, but we stayed pretty consistent in the sense that our consumer was looking for quality product. They actually became a little more discerning because they wanted to try the product now versus just buying and hoping they liked it. And ultimately, from a gift standpoint, it played right into our hand because it's a practical gift, and that's what people were looking for in the last few years.
Knowing your customer and delivering what they're looking for. Two important ingredients for any concept success. But what does it take to succeed on a personal level?
Somebody really needs to have a passion for the concept, have a passion for dealing with people, and ultimately be able to share that passion through their work. I mean, I always like to say a quote that I often use is, turn your passion into your business.